Alright guys, that's 3 coats of Candy Pearl. I think it came out really good. I didn't make any major mistakes. I almost made a couple runs, got it too close, but no clear coat yet. This is just the pearl. 3 coats. Looks pretty good, I think. The engine bay is tough to paint because it blows back in your face, but it's all looking good. I don't know how many coats are clear. I might just do 2 on the cut-ins, but I don't know how much clear I'll have. This plastic keeps blowing off, but what are you gonna do? So, turned out really good, I think. This paint lays down nice, really nice, compared to some other stuff I sprayed. But looks pretty good to me. So I'm just giving it the 20-30 minutes or whatever to flash, and I'll touch it in a couple spots to test it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Went down nice. Now I'm gonna do the clear and then see how. I used exactly, or almost exactly, half of the kit. So I got a tiny bit of reducer left, and I've only opened 1 can of reducer. I still have a whole nother can. So that's pretty much exactly half of the kit to do the cut-ins. I don't think I'll use as much when I do the paint, when I paint the outside, just because I'm not going to be losing so much to overspray. So, but I used about half the candy and half the black, so I still got left. But like I said, I only got 1.25 gallons, which I did 3 coats of the paint, and I'm only going to do 1, or try maybe do 2 coats, so it's 2/3 of basically 2 gallons. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I'm having enough. I mean, I'll have enough to do this. I might order another can to do the outside, just in case I don't run out. That would suck to run out in the middle of clear coating. And you can always have extra clear coat laying around. So, yeah, I think I might order another clear coat. But yeah, so anyways, that's it. The color went down pretty nice. Looks pretty good. The boot's still working out pretty good. So let me get the clear down and then check in with you guys afterwards. Alright guys, 3 coats clear down. I think it turned out phenomenal. I think it turned out great. Trying to get some light pictures here. There is a little bit of trash here and there, but it can be sanded out. That's why I did 3 coats. I went ahead and did 3 coats. I'm about to get more clear anyways. So I might have made a mistake mixing the first one. I don't quite remember though. So like I said, there's a little bit of trash in here, but nothing that can't be wet sanded out. Oh, look at that color, man. And it's cool how it has like the dark, like you get the dark end of it, and then the dark side of it, and you get open to the light, bam, it brightens up. Pretty nice. The paint lays awesome. I mean, I'm not a pro at this, but I think it did great. The engine bay was probably the biggest pain, just because no light, but or I had less light, I should say. I guess I could have thought of that before I started. But yeah, turned out really good, I think. I like the color a lot. I didn't like it's less red, which is what I want. There's not quite a root beer. I mean, there is red in it. So, I like it. Exactly what I wanted. I like the color. It has that pearl tint to it. So, but it looks good. And for the cut-ins, I think I got my gun dialed in pretty well now after all this painting. My fans work great. I mean, spraying to clear, it gets foggier, but I mean, give it a few seconds and it cleared out, you know, pretty well. So I didn't get no water sprayed through the hoses, so my filter system's working. Everything's working pretty good. So I'm going to order more clear though, because the clear definitely goes further, but being that I might have made a mistake mixing, I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to order some more just to be safe, because why not? I still got I got a half a gallon of each left, which should be plenty for the paint, the outside. So like I said, I think you lose a lot of overspray when you're painting the cut-ins like this in a part, where you're painting on the body itself when it's all together. I think the paint will go further. It'll probably go faster too, and I'm not having to wiggle through. And man, look at that color. It's awesome. Jeez, that's nice. But, alright, I'm going to let it dry for a couple days. Then I'm going to, once it's fully dry, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to pull the tape, or I'm going to pull the tape here soon. But, then I'm going to do some sanding. I have to sand the edges and stuff, because you see where I got some overspray where the paper blew up, because I guess my taping job wasn't quite up to par. So the tape did blow, so I'm going to do some sanding, some 600, just to even it back out, get everything flat again, get all the overspray off. But I think I got 90% of the overspray caught, so that's the good thing. But yeah, they look good. I'm excited. And the engine bay is done, which was a mess. That was a pain. But alright, well, here's all my things. I did the hinges, like I sprayed them, and then I put a piece of plastic on the ground, and then I pushed the hinges down so the hinges would flex, they would compress. So then I'd spray them again, so I make sure I got all the parts of it. That's how I did those. So I'd lay it down, spray it, flip it, spray it, then I'd push it down. I'd just put the weight of the hinges, would compress the hinges and fold them up. I'd spray them again, do the other side. That's how I did those. Those I just kind of held in my hand and kind of twisted them around. Same with the front quarters, the battery tray, stuff like that. But yeah, this little cup system is awesome. These little cups, the little cups with the reusable thing. Here you go, with the little lids. They have filters on them already, so you can see the filters on the screening. So no screening. These, I went a little cheap. I used the same cup a couple times between different coats, but I have plenty of them. These little cups, they fit in here, they fit in there with the little ring on them, and the lid works phenomenal. I didn't have any problem with leaking, knock on wood. I will tell you though, make sure that you you have the gun upside down. So in other words, the gun's like this when you pull it off, because if there's anything left in there, it's gonna pour out. So I made that mistake. You can see down here on the floor. So whoops, my bad. I wish they gave me a couple of these cups, the hard cups, so I could make a couple of these, because you can't really make these outside the cups. I guess I could use one of those cups, but I don't know. It just makes it kind of difficult. But alright, well, thanks for watching if you're still here. I'll tune you guys in once I get it all prepped and ready for the main spray. Like I said, I'm gonna let it sit like this for a couple days. I'm gonna pull the tape later this evening. I'll pull the tape off once it has time to dry, but not too much. And then And then yeah, we'll go from there. So if you're still here, thanks for watching.